Greetings, Patrick here, and we're back. That's right, we are back. We are here to have some fun. Um, we're still on the drive to help our good friend Genja Ninja get to 1,000, and we're also going to be helping our good friend Waffles. He will be. He needs a little bit of help as well, and so that's what we're going to be doing today. Plus, whatever comes across our desk we'll chat about too. I had a good time with you guys yesterday. That was a lot of fun hanging out and helping Jason Gidget Ninja. Got him up to 920. That was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for that. So this stream, like I said, it's gonna be just pretty much like the same. We'll just talk whatever's on your hearts or on your minds. Whatever you guys want to talk about, the latest news. We could definitely do that. Latest entertainment news. Uh, that'll be cool. Um, a lot of cool things coming up, movie wise. Looks like there's gonna be some new music movies coming out. New biography coming out. The Clint Eastwood's movie is coming out. Jared #2 with Tony Collette and Nicholas Hoult is out. Um, Man, Clint Eastwood still kicking it at 94 years old. That's amazing. Good for him. All right. Oh, hey, it's Waffles. So let me go ahead and grab Waffles. I can see if I can grab his channel here, and so we guys can all go over there to hang out. Now he promised, and he said he promised that he is not gonna knock out his page again. And I can see he's honest about that. He's been on here for 6 months. He just now just started to say hi again, and he just oh, here we go. He's already started. Waffles already started with a new Hellraiser Arrow collection. Oh boy, Waffles is back. Wa- yeah, I see that. We're gonna go ahead and drop that video so people can go over there and check that out. And yeah, let me do that. Let me do that, and I'm gonna go ahead and drop this here, the latest. Let's see. Uh, all right, all right. Okay. There is our there's Michael's first video, um an Arrow Hall 4K haul, um which is cool. And I'm glad you got a better haul than I did because I went to the library. Today was Tuesday's library day. Um but the unfortunately it looked promising for like 10 seconds when we asked the lady if they had any movies, and she said that yes, they had movies, um, but there was nothing there for us. We got a grand total of we we got 3 movies. Uh, we every week after bag week sale, it pretty much struggles after bag sale. It always takes time to recover, um, and so it's no different from today. They had 3 little shelves full. I mean, there were movies there, but there just wasn't anything that really interests us. So yeah, we got 3 movies, and I did pick up a novel. We picked up a couple of Blu-rays. We picked up Show Dogs. Someone did that. And then I did upgrade on this. I believe I do have this, but mine is pretty banged up, and I do believe it's on DVD. But I did upgrade to GI Joe Retaliation with with The Rock and Bruce Willis. So we got that, and then we got a Then we got a we got a multi pack. That's right. We got 4 sci-fi movies. These are probably made for the Sci-Fi Channel too. Excuse me. We got the Black Hole, not the Disney one. This one stars Judd Nelson, Christy Swanson, and David Selby. Man, David Selby used to be the man back in the day. So it's the Black Hole, Final Days of Planet Earth. Daryl Hannah, Gil Bellows, and Campbell Scott. Let's see, The Last Sentinel. That stars Don the Dragon Wilson, who was just in the Rio Bravo movie, taken from Rio Bravo, who we talked with Joe Cornette and Alexander Nevsky, and so we got Don the Dragon Wilson also in the film, and this one also stars Katie Sackhoff from Battlestar Galactica. That's right. And then the last one we got is Supernova. Supernova, and that one stars Lance Henriksen, Emma Sams, Peter Fonda, Luke Perry, and Tia Carrera. So Supernova. So all these appeared on the Sci-Fi Channel. These are all Sci-Fi Channel movies. Let's see. Yeah, it would. No, there's hardly anything there now. There's hardly anything at all. I don't even know if it's even going to come back for Black Friday. I picked up one book. I picked up a Jack Reacher book that I have not read yet. I did not read this one yet, and this is Lee Child and his son, Andrew Child. His son has picked up because Lee Child, I think he's retired now, and so Andrew Child has been picking up the storylines. Not bad. The drop off isn't that bad. It's noticeable, but it's okay. And this one is Better Off Dead. I hadn't read this one yet, so that's what I picked up. That's it. That's all I picked up from the library. That was it. No, I mean, like I said, they had movies there, but everything that they had there, I had either no interest in or I already had it. So, and no library discards either. I should have left right there. I really should have. That's Yeah. I think I'm gonna be changing my. I think I'm gonna be changing the way I work the library. I think it's pretty much going to be just going forward. I think it's going to be just Blu-rays. Uh, if they don't have any Blu-rays or TV series, I think that's going to be it. I have so much backlog. I'll probably never even get to it. I don't know. Um, I think really what it is, it's the price. The price that I'm paying for these movies is really what keeps me going because I'm only paying a quarter a piece. So that's a good deal. All right, so I'm gonna get your main address here. Let's see. Um, let me get that so people can come in. Wow, we're gonna get you up. Man, it's a little bit more difficult now, isn't it, Michael? It's hard. It's hard rebuilding a channel these days. I think it's actually gotten harder to rebuild a channel. I don't think it's Yeah, it generally is. It generally is. It is. Uh, well, we'll do our part here. We'll get you going. In fact, we'll even do one even better. Why don't we get you up here for 8 questions, and we can talk about where you've been. Let me give you a date and make that happen right now. So, Michael, are you allowed to come up at night? I mean, you're okay with night. Would you be able to come up on November 14th and just talk for an hour? I know you have your family, so I don't want to keep you that much, but I can have you. Uh, how about November 14th? It's a Thursday. It's the same thing. Okay. Okay. So November 14th, it's the same. It's the same stuff too. I'll send you the link. I'll do a banner. I'll send you a link. Um, I'll send you a link, and then yeah. I saw you're on. I saw you're on. I saw your page on Facebook. So I'll just grab a picture for me there. I thought about talking to you about that yesterday too. I said, well, that's the best way I could do to help them out is do an interview with them. People probably been wanting to know, where you've been. So, are you guys still in Georgia? Are you and your wife? Are you guys still in Georgia, or did you move back to New York? Yeah, that's probably the only time I'm going to mention New York in this live stream. No, it's not. Of course, it's not. Yeah, because the Yankees got beat yesterday. They lost 4-2. Okay, okay. Yankees lost 4-2. They could be broomed out of the series. Um, I mean, if there's any small consolation, the Steelers did win yesterday, so I was happy about that. Um, and see, tomorrow, I'll be going down to vote, voting early tomorrow. Um, I'm not going to go on Tuesday. Um, I found out something interesting about Michigan. I didn't know this that they played. You know what? They weren't that bad. They hung in there. They almost outrushed the Steelers. Both teams did not play very good run defense yesterday. The Steelers did just enough to win. They only got one offensive touchdown. Only one out of the 26 points. Only one offensive touchdown. We have a field goal offense. I believe our field goal kicker has kicked more field goals than the team has scored touchdowns. That's the Steelers though, but they still did put up 26 points. I was okay with that, but this is it. This is the Steelers' high water point right here. They're going to get a sack. I mean, they're going to get a bye week, and they're going to be off, and then they come back, and they got 9 games left, and only two teams are on there that I would consider doable. As far as winnable goes, and I'm not even sure about that now because you saw what happened last week. If you're a football fan, you saw what happened. Um, the Browns beat the Ravens, so I was like really surprised by that. Yeah, it's a winning record, but we're like paper tigers, man. You know what? The team I'm still waiting to wake up. I mean, I'm just glad we keep winning because I know they're going to wake up, and that's Cincinnati. Cincinnati is going to wake up the second half. That team is too good to be 3-5. It really is. I mean, you got an elite quarterback like uh, 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 Joe Pearls. Mm, I got to be honest with you, man. I got to be honest with you. I'm happy Wilson's starting. I'm happy he is. I'm happy he's starting. I think Fields is going to be a good quarterback, but I also think a lot of young quarterbacks get rushed into the fire too fast, and that's really what happened to Justin Fields. He got anointed the savior of Chicago. He got put in a really horrible team, offensive line. Chicago was shit. He got rushed back in there, played behind a poor line, and his development really suffered. Um, he had a couple of decent games when he started. I mean, we did win with him, but we're winning. We're scraping by. With Wilson, it does feel more of a dominance. Like he comes in there and like I feel like if we would have Fields to the game yesterday, we would have lost that game. Um, so I feel more confident with Wilson. Um, and I don't think we're going to keep Justin Fields. Well, it's not up to us. He's going to be a free agent after this year, and he is not going to stay with the Steelers. I can tell you that right now. I would be the most shocked person on the planet if he decided to stay. I don't think they treated him particularly well. Um, some of the comments that they said in the paper, some of like making him into a punt returner. Yeah, you know what? I may be on the contract, but as soon as I'm done, I'm out. I don't think they don't. I don't really think they respect his abilities, which is really disappointing because I think I think he's going to be a fine quarterback. Um, and if I had my druthers, I wouldn't. I would actually rather have Mason Rudolph as my starting quarterback. I'd rather have him on be my quarterback more than Russell Wilson. But what we got, yeah, I'll take Wilson. Um, Now here's a trivia question. I was wondering about this. I'd like to know when was the last time an NFL quarterback threw for under 100 yards and his team scored 50 or more points. I'm not talking about coming out. I'm talking about playing from the whole game, like Jared Goff did. That was like one of the goofiest. That was crazy. He threw for 85 yards and a touchdown, three touchdowns, I think. Um, and the Lions won on only 85 yards passing. This is this is just a pop up. So yeah, we had a great talk yesterday with Mad Angel Films, Matt Peters yesterday. Man, that guy was really fun to talk to. Such a good time, and holy crow! Wow, what's going on, Kevin? Man, I haven't seen you fucking in about it seems like a year. Holy wow, it's old friends week here. You're about man, how you been? I have not seen you on anybody's stream. Wow. Well, you definitely got to hook up. You guys reconnect with each other for sure. Yeah, you got to reconnect with Kevin. Wow, sheesh, Kevin, where you been? All right. We are sending our invite to the mighty the Ray, aka Rainbow Fright. Hello, Stardust. I have to ask her that again. I'm not sure if I got that or not. Let's see. Let me bounce over to Instagram here, and yeah, John Grande, big win yesterday. Hell yeah, it was. It was a good win. It was a solid win. Um, but definitely still holding my breath about it. Let's see. All right. Her Spooktober. DeRay runs her Spooktober. Uh, uh, everybody has got a cool name for October. Linky Dinky. So I heard that the director. I read that the director of Skinamarink Skinamarink. Oh, hey, Jamie, how are you? Ah, see, yeah, I have not seen you at all. Um, I saw that Kyle Ball, the who directed Skinamarink, he got himself a deal with A24, and he's going to be making his next movie for A24. I'm interested in that. I'm interested. I think that's going to be. I think that'll be very, very interesting. Uh, and Terry Garr passed away. Wow. I don't know why. Why did I think she had? I knew she got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. Wow. So she just disappeared. Terry Garr was ageless. God, she was. She never aged. I don't know if you guys noticed that or not. Uh, Listen to her, Jamie here. Hey, Eric, how are you? Yes, me again. Me again. Um, we're helping our good friend Waffles today. Waffles has come back to the fold. So we're here to get people to join the waffle train. There's Waffles right there. Um, I don't know. Sheesh. You know what? You know, Skinamarink is definitely one of my most interesting movies to watch. Um, I'd like to think it's our generation's Eraserhead. As far as that goes, I do. I think it's one of those really weird, experimental, just twisted, dark movies. Because I mean, honestly, what has been a more weirder movie than the Eraserhead? Seriously, from a mainstream director, who has made a more weird? I mean, I liked Mother, but I didn't think Mother's was really weird. Uh, Definitely allegorical, but not weird. Um, that's just how I felt. But I think A24. I think what he's going to get from A24. I think he's probably going to, they're going to finance that movie. So it's his movie, so he'll get a budget, and it'll be interesting to see what he does because I do believe that he made Skinner Morenik for only $15,000. We'll see, Michael. We'll see. A24 has actually been on a. They've been sort of on a really iffy. Of course, I am super hyped up for Heretic. I'm really super. I'm psyched for that. I truly can't see how they can screw that up. The only way they could screw up Heretic if they had Ari Aster directing it, and he's not. Um, so I'm very, very interested in seeing how that goes. This is the first. I'll be honest with you. As far as really excited and really hyped up to see it, this is the first A24. The last A24 movie that I saw that I was like, I really like to see that was probably Saint Maud. Yeah, but you know what's the most exciting about it though? But what's really exciting though, Jamie, about this is that David Lynch wasn't David Lynch either, his first movie, right? He wasn't himself. He wasn't David Lynch's first movie. He had to build that legacy up. And I think the same thing with Kyle is going to be very interesting to see what he does. I think we need to see like two or three movies underneath his belt before we see a direction of where he's going. So I don't really I'm not gonna crush him after just one movie. I want to see what he does with it because I do think he started off really strong, but we'll see because we know a lot of first time directors, a lot of good first time directors have come out swinging out of the box and then they've fallen on their faces. For me, probably the most famous first time director that fell on his face was probably Josh Trank, who hey Cheryl, how are you? I mean, I thought, I thought, yeah, for it's the first one you can get by on, but I think it's the movies afterwards. Exactly, right? Now, how many people you think we're gonna rush into the theaters to see that? How many people are actually gonna go in there and go like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go in there and see 5 guys, getting sick." Nobody. Nobody. So, what happens? He got his first movie underneath his belt, but then he moved on. So, we are doing okay. We are doing okay. Hi, Anthony, how are you? Yeah, we're doing okay. We are getting ready to push out our show for tonight, which is we're going to be talking to Rainbow Fright. Um, I can't wait to talk to DeRay again. Uh, she's amazing. She's an amazing content creator. Um, she's extremely popular. Um, her panels are fire. Um, can't wait to talk to her again. We were talking about what are we going to talk about? It's like this is probably us just catching up. I've been on her channel a couple of times now, um, and really enjoyed it. In fact, we did our favorite A24 films, and then she came back and did her favorite A20. We did her IFC movies. We did our favorite IFC movies. Then she came back and did her favorite A24s. I think pretty soon that we're gonna start seeing people do their favorite neon. That'll be very interesting as well. Neon is a new studio, relatively new, and they're putting out some pretty amazing content. In fact, you hear this over and over. People are saying that they're the new A24. The movies that they're making are they're putting out are reminding people of early A24, which is really cool because a lot of people don't know about early A24. I can mention to you some of their movies, and I have mentioned, and you hear people say, "Well, I've never heard of it." I don't think A24 really got on the nod, as far as the public's eye until they put out The Witch. That was the first time that people really became recognized by A24, but they've been doing it for a while. Um, and I have a lot of their early efforts. Um, let's see. How is did you get hit by a blizzard, Cheryl? Did the blizzard hit? Yeah, she's up in Canada, and they got snow up there already. Uh, I should have a video every day this week. Yes, I saw the arrow. I saw the arrow. Yeah, it's definitely super early in the career. I totally, yeah, like I said, I'm very excited to see which way he goes. Um, at least with A24, we know he's not going to go commercial. We know it's not going to be this, it's going to be more, art house. Let's see, have seen Letters to Santa Claus. Um, I'd love to have you come on my channel to talk about that movie before Christmas. I would definitely have to see it. Is it on Tubi? I would definitely watch it. I definitely would do that. Oh, letters. I'm sorry. I've totally said the Santa Clauses. Letters to Satan Claus. That that's Satan Claus. A lot of Christianity, a lot of Christian churches. That's what they don't. They get if you want to see a bunch of if you want to see a bunch of church people get their panties in a bunch, just mention Santa Claus or that the word Santa is really Satan. Blows their minds. Let's see. Yeah, a little bit last night, but now it's beautiful out. Only 0 degrees. Oh, jeez. I guess the blizzard is coming tomorrow. At least with a blizzard coming, at least it'll be warmer tomorrow. See, that's the good thing about snow, right? At least when it snows, it's not as cold as it can be. Yeah, I would definitely check out Letters to Santa Claus with you. I'm glad you're back. This is awesome. So Kevin's back, Waffles is back. This is cool as hell. All right, Terry Gar. Wow, Terry Gar. In case you guys might not remember her, though, I'm sure most of you have. She starred in Young Frankenstein. Um, uh, like I said, she was ageless. I remember watching her in Young Frankenstein, and then watching her. Well, she was in Tootsie and some other films. I mean, she looked the same, and so can you imagine my surprise? I remember being so surprised. I saw her in the '80s. Early late in the '70s, early '80s. How surprised I was when I saw her on an episode of Star Trek, the original series. She played Gary Seven. She was on the it was the only time they attempted to spin off the series, and so they had Gary Seven who was played by Gary Lansing, Robert Lansing, and then Terry Garr was his sidekick. And I think that came out in '67, and she still looked the same back in '67 as she did in the early '80s, early to mid '80s. The lady did not age at all. Um, yeah, I won't do that either, Anthony. I can't. Yeah, that's probably why you haven't seen me do that either. You always should change in your accounts. I can't do that either. Yeah, you gotta just stay on one account, Anthony, to help people out. People get a little nervous with that. The Yankees are gonna they're probably gonna go down. They're probably gonna end up going down. If we can win today and get to Garrett Cole tomorrow, we might have a chance. We might have a chance, but we have to get through today, right? Let's see. Let's see. I know it's a horror parody of Hallmark Christmas movies. What? Oh my god, man! Well, you know what they say though. When you mock somebody, I mean they must be doing something right. Now that would be really cool though, Kevin, if they actually did that movie and they actually had people that did Hallmark movies in it. But you know what? People mock Hallmark movies. Let me tell you, Hallmark movies, they're not afraid to go out there and cast horror actors. There's plenty of people that have done Hallmark movies that have done horror movies. They're not afraid to get bloody. Oh my gosh, that's great. Fred Olin Ray, the director, he is now doing Hallmark movies. Okay, let me go back to my page and bring it up. And all right, I gotta go ahead and I gotta go ahead and push a few. All right, let's see. Okay. So the good. There's the pros and cons of doing a YouTube a show like tonight with what I'm doing with Rainbow Fright is is the pros and cons are it's harder to promote the show because a lot of people don't know these YouTube personalities. So you try to promote them within the groups. Um, a lot of people don't know who they are, so they have a hard time coming out to supporting it. And at the same time, I can promote this in I can promote this in YouTube groups and not too many of them, so I could do my promotion relatively easy. Um, which I sort of wish I did, and I wish it took me. I like to be to the point where it's taken me a long time to promote a YouTuber. That means my shows are doing well. But I was happy with yesterday. Yesterday I was tickled to death. I was that was a lot of fun. Both yesterday and then last night. Matt Peters, who owns Mad Angel Films, what a great guy. Just that was one of the best. That was one of the best discussions that we've had uh, concerning indie movies. I really enjoyed talking to him quite a bit. Gonna have him back too. Gotta have him back. All right, let me share this out on YouTube. I can do two things at once. If I had chewing gum, I could talk to you, push my show, and to chew gum. Okay. All right. Uh, see. Watched Spiral this morning with Kevin Hart. What was that one about? Oh yeah, yeah, Chris Spiral with Chris Rock. That was a yeah, Chris Rock was that was a good one. The director has directed Christmas movies for the Hallmark Channel. Is that Fred Olin Ray, Kevin? Is that Fred Olin Ray who's directed that? Yeah, it was a good. I really like Spiral. I really like Spiral a lot. I thought it was cool as hell. I thought Chris Rock did a great job too. I thought Chris Rock did a very good job. So how do I do that? You should try doing multi streams and horizontal. What do I do? Do I reopen it up? Huh? Because I'm doing this one vertical. Well, I mean it's on my phone. It's vertical, and then on my monitor it is I mean, I'm sorry, it's horizontal on my phone. It's vertical on my phone and horizontal on my monitor. Um, Emma Jean Sutherland. I have to go back and see. Oh, that's great. I hope she got their blessing. To me, Hallmark, they would be smart to. It would well, obviously they can't show it on TV, but it would be smart for them to acknowledge that one of their people that they basically helped, develop is now doing that. That I think that would be amazing. Like I said, there's a lot of people that have done Hallmark movies. Some of the very biggest stars have done horror films. Let's see. Um, let's see. Jamie says when lockdown ended, Spiral was the first movie I saw in the theater. Hubby was out of town, so I made my son go with me. He doesn't like horror movies, so I did. I even think that your son would love. See, isn't that every kid's fantasy though, to have their parents love what they love? Like how many cool moms really love horror movies? Oh my gosh. I don't know that many. I don't know that many. I think women love horror films until they become parents. And then once they become parents, and they become rather reserved about that. It's almost like, well, I had my wild time, but now that I'm an adult and supposed to be responsible, I can't expose my kids to horror movies. And I say, why not? I was exposed pretty early. Nothing happened to me. Of course, some might argue that. Oh, let's see what else is happening in the world of some. Okay, now they're saying that Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania actually made some money. Of course, it did. Every movie makes money. Josh Brolin, he said that he would go to back to Marvel to play Thanos. He would do anything that the Russos wanted me to do. I hope they don't do that. I hope that they don't bring back Thanos. They've already you know they've already done that story. There's a lot more out there. Uh, see what else is happening. I haven't seen a lot of these streamers yet. Wow, Dick Clark Productions is still around. Wow, I thought they shuttered that when he passed. Tells you how out of touch I am. Have you guys been watching any of the TV series this year? I don't know anybody that watches network TV. I don't know anybody that watches it anymore. Does anybody watch NBC or CBS or ABC? See, he's seen many horror movies. Sometimes I'm surprised at what he's seen. He just prefers action and superhero movies over horror. Kids always stay away from their parents' like. Hmm. Well, I think you should use some reverse psychology then, Jamie, and suddenly become a big superhero fan. We could help you with that. If you want us, we could show you which characters what. You could be sitting there watching the show and then sit there and say, "Well, what do you think, son? Do you think Captain Britain's the better do you think Captain Britain can stop Captain America?" Blow his mind. Wait a minute, I thought how come Agatha Harkness is only in her 40s when she's in the comic book she's like 80, which is true. Oh. I still think you would blow his mind if you sat next to him and just started talking superhero. He was just like, how come Cyclops can't stop Wolverine? What? All right, let me get this going here, and this is gonna be short. But going back to Spiral, I look at it this way. I look at it this way with Spiral. I think that Chris Rock really saved the franchise. I really do because there was nothing going on with the Saul series. It had been pretty much doormat for a long time, and Chris Rock really liked the series, and he said that he wanted to make one, and so he really moved a lot of people to uh, uh, to uh, um, to get to make that happen. And of course, he what is really well known about it is that Chris Rock did not play the part funny. He had a couple of funny lines, but he did not he played serious. Um, I think it's really unfortunate for him in the fact that he has such a distinctive voice that when you hear it, the first thing you start thinking about is comedy because that's all he's ever done is comedy. So I think a lot of people really, really struggle to watch him play a cop and play it straight. I think most of the people watching Spiral, they're waiting for the shoe to drop. Like, okay, when's this gonna get funny? When's this gonna get funny? And it didn't. It's a horror film, and and whenever the writers would come up with funny lines, he would sit there and he said, "No, no problem, Michael. Let's see. I have not watched Network at all. Kevin says I have a setup on Streamlabs. I think in StreamYard you have to switch to portrait mode, and you have to have separate stream keys and URLs for the two streams. Yeah, I'm not sure if I have that or not. See, that's exactly right. Yeah, we'll still be here pushing it, Waffles. Definitely. Let me uh let me just keep. If you guys would like to sub to our good friend Heroic Waffles, I pinned his link on top of the chat. You can just fly up there and hit it. He is rebuilding his channel. Waffles is rebuilding his channel. So if you could scroll up to the top of the chat and hit that and leave him a comment, that would be really, really helpful. We will also be in a few minutes here, we'll be promoting Jason as well. I'm just looking for some fresh faces for before I do that, though, because everybody that's come in here so far has subbed to him. So I already know that. So what we can do, though, we can sub to Waffles. He's rebuilding this channel. He only has 9 people. So everybody that comes inside this chat today is probably not sub to him. So by all means. Hey, Lady Valerie, how are you? Yes, we are back. We're back. We're back. So thank you so much, Cheryl. He's a really nice guy. He really is. He's got the best channel name ever. He really does. That's Heroic Waffles makes me laugh. The first time I saw that name, I just that had me laughing so hard. I mean, who would call and then what really made it sweet is the fact that his son gave him the name of named the channel name. Let's see. Yeah, but Kevin, that's a really good point. That's what I think a lot of people they were waiting for that. They were waiting for the comedy to come on there, and there just wasn't. He didn't want to play comedy, but like I said too, I think his voice played against him. Everybody knows Chris Rock's voice, and they know he's a comic, and so I think they had a hard time with it. As far as hearing his voice, they equated all the time with horror with comedy. Um, and that's one thing that I noticed that Kevin Hart has worked really hard at because Kevin Hart also has a very distinctive voice, but he has worked really hard on his vocal, like how to talk. He's not always he's not Kevin Hart. His voice is actually his speaking voice. His speaking voice is very very cultured. Kevin Hart, very cultured. He's not anything what you think. He's got a yeah. I mean, when I watched him in Borderlands, I mean his voice was he wasn't manic at all. He was just regular. It was like wow, this is really neat. This is different. Uh, yeah, exactly. Chris Rock was serious in New Jack City. You're absolutely right. Um, yeah. Uh, some people forgot that too with Ice Cube. Like he was a incredible performer, incredible rapper, and he did he did dramatic roles, but then he started doing all these comedies. It's like wow, Chris Ice Cube's he's funny, but he didn't always do that. He did a lot of early drama movies in his career. Chris Tucker can also do that. Uh, Silver Linings Playbook. He wasn't Chris Rock in that or Chris Tucker in that movie. But you got to give him credit. I mean, whether you like Spyro or you don't, Um, but Chris Rock definitely saved the franchise. He rekindled interest in it. And if Spiral was such a bad movie, then I don't think another Saw movie would have been made. I think that Chris Rock proved that the Saw franchise had plenty of life in it, and they said, fine, let's do that. But I just wish they would have continued from Spiral. That's what I wish. I wish they would have continued from there or tied in Saw 10 to that. Instead of going to like the fourth or the fifth movie where it ended, I would have liked to seen it gone to the last movie. Ice Cube is a very strong actor. I think he is very. I think he's very strong. It's just like I mean, I don't know what it is. It's something that we talked about. Like I think it would be an interesting roundtable. I think it would be an interesting roundtable to take, you know, pick, like five comics and go with their top five dramatic roles. Like look at Robin Williams. Nobody really thinks about Robin Williams anymore as a comedian. When you start thinking about Robin Williams and his movies are always really heavy. When you start thinking about, I mean, yes, he did a lot of comedy. He did a lot of comedy drama, I should say. But I mean, what was it? Maybe Mrs. Doubtfire. Maybe was the last pure 100% movie that he did that was designed to be a comedy. But everything else that he ever did, I mean, Bicentennial Man, um, Patch, uh, uh, um, I mean, just think of all the movies that he's done, and they're either comedy dramas or they're straight dramas. RV, yeah, RV, yeah. Was that before or after Mrs. Doubtfire? Oh, the client didn't show up. Yeah, that's hard to do a meeting when that doesn't happen. Um, yeah, yeah, it stands up on a more of the way Halloween 3 does. Yeah, and you know what? Way after Mrs. Doubtfire. Okay, I had the RV. I haven't watched it yet. And I just picked up Mrs. Doubtfire. I have never seen it. I've never seen Mrs. Doubtfire, but I do have a copy of it. I picked up from the library, but I do have a copy of RV. Let's see, right? See, those are dramas. Man of the Year. That was a very dark comedy. Uh, Man of the Year. Dead Poet Society, definitely 100% drama right there. See, RV is hilarious. He'll take a bad move and flip it. Yeah, I know Man of the Year is very dark. Um, but look at the movie like Good Morning Vietnam. That's again it's a comedy drama. Good Will Hunting. Uh, that was actually my first time I saw Robin Williams in a movie. That was a beautiful movie. Oh my god, that ending it kills me. That ending has me crying at the end. I can't watch that movie without crying at the end. Oh man, that one was heavy. Um, Boulevard, yep. Um, Nightcaller, which is based off a true story. Um, God, let's see what else. Of course, Insomnia. Super creepy. Great role there. Maybe that's the one I'm thinking about, Kevin. Not Man of the Year, but World's Greatest Dad. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about too. That's a weird one. Yeah, he did a lot of dark stuff. I mean, there's not too much slapstick there. 1 Hour Photo, that's an excellent movie. I mean, yeah, and well, I guess, the one movie that, also oof, one movie he did too was, What Dreams May Come. That just left me in a puddle. I was crying my eyes out at that one too. Yeah, What Dreams May Come, man. I'll be honest with you. I saw it when it came out. I have not watched it since my wife died. What Dreams May Come. I have not watched that movie since my wife died. Yeah, I think that one would really. I don't think that's a good movie for me to see. Um, yeah, it's like that, Snow. And there's just certain things you just can't watch anymore. Have I heard about the Scary Movie reboot? Yeah, I think Liam Neeson's doing it actually. Kevin, Liam Neeson. I think he's doing the Scary Movie reboot, which I think will be hilarious. Yeah, thank you, thank you. And you would think, and the thing is, you think after a certain amount of years that you could get over something like that, but you find out you really can't. Um, See, what was the one they did? The movie they did with Liam Neeson. Let's see. God, it took me like 4 times to get through it. I would make it about 10 minutes in and just lose my ass over it. Um, uh, ah, there's been yeah. That's a Thank you, Michael. David Coveney film where he loses his wife, and the job he did acting out the pain was gut wrenching. Uh, had this Man, there's been a few like that. What a hard place to go to. What a hard place to go there and ask someone to do that. It's like it's sort of like it's so against our natures, right? Toys. I remember that one. Yeah, I remember that one. Sure. Oops. Oh, no, it's not letting me do it. The, why does it just do this? Now waffles can take care of people. Oh, you know what? Let me show you guys something too. I meant to grab this before I came on here. I want to show you something because we were talking about Evil Dead yesterday. So I wanted to show this to you guys. So, as many of you guys know, we're all collectors here, and some people have, they go out there and they get these crazy ass box sets. You've seen these haul videos, right? Tremendous box sets. And oh, yeah, gonna show that too. So I don't have very many of these, right? I just don't have very many of these. And So I see a lot of people, a lot of people have a lot of crazy. They have just so many amazing things in their collections, and you see it and you go like, that's fun, that's cool that people have that. But I'm in a situation where I I really can't do that. But it's still fun watching people do it. So a few years ago, I think maybe about 3 or 4 years ago, um, they had Amazon days, right? And Amazon, and I really never went there. And all of a sudden, I get this ping in a chat, and it's Waffles. And Waffles is in there. Hey, did you go to Amazon days? This is no. It says, oh man, dude, you got to go over there, man. The box set for Friday the 13th came out. Now, when that thing came out initially, they were charging $169 for it for the box set. $169. I'm going like, oh hell no, I don't have that kind of money. And he says, well, no, no, man, they dropped the price. They dropped the price. It's $99. $99. Well, it's a hell of a lot better than 169. But I said, I don't, I says, but I'm not a member of Amazon Prime. And I always thought that Amazon days, you had to be a Prime member to get the deals. I said, I'm not a Prime member. I mean, I'm a member, but I'm not a Prime member. He goes, well, you don't have to be a Prime member. That's the beauty of it. You could go over there and get one right now for 99 bucks. That's a pretty good deal for for a box set. Because think about it, every movie that came out, you're basically paying $10 for a Blu-ray. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. So Waffles actually got me to buy my copy of Friday the 13th. I'm sitting there going like, okay, okay. So I went ahead and I pulled the trigger and I got my Friday the 13th. I got this for, like I said, 99. This is the Shop Factory one. So I got it for 99 cents or $99, 99 cents. See, I'm thinking about the library. So I got that was like the first major box set I ever got. First one. Um, Star Blazers. That would be cool. Um, so after I got that, then Waffles and I were talking again, and he says, "Oh, dude, man, guess what I found? Guess what I saw?" I said, "What do you got?" He says, "Well, just brand new, brand new. You'll have to go through hoops for it." He says, "But they got the Halloween. I got the Halloween box set. You get it in Italy for like $74. I think it was $74. Um, yeah, isn't that crazy, man? I see this in the background most of everybody in the community, Jamie. If you really look in their backgrounds, like I do, if I'm a nerd that way. If you look in the backgrounds, a lot of us have this set. I see this in so many people's backgrounds. So many people's backgrounds. So I got that, and then he says, "Yeah, man, you got to go to check out this site." So he sent me over to this site in Italy called Midnight, and so he says, you gotta get this." And I said, "Well, okay." So a lot of you people are gonna be really surprised because it's fun, but it's not my favorite one. But I did get it because the price was so damn cheap, thanks to Waffles, and I ended up picking up Halloween. Halloween was my next box set. This one goes all the way up to Halloween Resurrection. So and it's a really nice. It's really nice. So I'm going like, wow. So how does he find all these deals? Like I can't afford it, but he's got a sharp eye out there. And so so one afternoon he finds me. This is after this. Uh, yeah, it was, yeah, that's what, yeah, they're charging $169, probably with the $6 shipping. So yeah, I didn't either. I was like, I'm not paying that. Um, and so he says, well, how are you doing for your box sets? He comes up to me, he says, well, um, I got the two, I got the two that you led me to. He goes, really? Still just the two? He says, well, hang on to your hat. Send me your address and hang on to your hat. So I sent Waffles my address, and then like a week later, out of the blue, he didn't tell me anything either. He just said, "Hang on," and then he sent this to me for free, for free. My third box set was just The Evil Dead. So this contains every movie in The Evil Dead plus the TV series. I think this came out. I think it was like for. I want to say it was like a 89, 89, maybe 79. Well, whatever it was more than I could afford. So Waffles hooked me up with this. Uh, yeah, I had no idea. I had no idea. So he hooked me up with that, and so but yeah, so a lot of my collection, a lot of my, some of the best pieces that I have in my collection was because of Waffle. What was really cool about that is that the box set for Jason, that's the set that this is the set that I used when me and Al Licard, when we did our retrospective on Friday the 13th. This is the box set we both had and we both used. Yeah, I had no idea. I didn't do anything to deserve it either. I all I know is he just said, "Hey, I'm going to send you something." So I was really grateful, and so every time I see the sets, I immediately think of Waffles right away. But you're right, Jamie, about the price. Um, I went and looked at when the Godzilla came out and Gamera sets came out. I think the Gamera set came out on Arrow, and Godzilla came out on Criterion, and they wanted like $300 and $200 respectively. It's just like I love those. I love those. But I already got all the Gamera movies. I got that on a compilation, and I got it for like I got Bone sent it to me. It's like no. I couldn't understand how people could pay $300 to watch not even all the Godzilla movies, only 15, only 15 of the movies. Hey Sarah, how are you? How are you? You should really know. You should really do a rating video of all the Friday the 13th movies in one video. Yes, we did better than that. We did do a ranking, but we did a retrospective, and we also interviewed Adam Marcus, who directed Friday the 13th. Jason Goes to Hell. We interviewed him on the Midnight Society. I could bring that up. I could actually share that out. Uh, that was a fun interview. That was a fun interview. That was with me and Al Lucard and our special co-host, Hey Internet, it's Eric here. Um, yeah, we had a lot of fun with that. Let's see. Let me go here. I can find it real quick. And then later on, we went ahead and interviewed Julie Michaels as well, who played Agent Marcus. I don't think that was an accident either. This is one of our funnest interviews that we ever did. We did this one for the Midnight Society. So this is our interview that we did with Jason Goes to Hell director Adam Marcus. And again, you can listen to this. You can listen to the interview as a podcast. You don't have to watch it. You can just listen to it. Let's see. Just picked up the Paramount Scares Volume 1 box set. 48 bucks on sale. It's got Sweeney Todd, Rosemary's Baby, awesome movie. Pet Cemetery, Crawl and Smile, a Fangoria sticker sheet, and a logo pin. That's not bad. Stay safe, Cheryl, and stay warm too. Ooh, got a blizzard. That's a really good deal right there, Jamie. I'm curious now to watch Rosemary's Baby. I'm curious to watch it. I've always heard that it was very slow compared to The Exorcist, but I'm curious, and I know they just got done making a miniseries out of it. I guess one of the characters in the movie that I guess got killed in the movie, but they went back, they retconned it, and now we're seeing her life all the way up to that point. It's supposed to be pretty good. Um, Seen Pet Cemetery. I like Pet. I like Pet Cemetery. I do think it's sort of like the Monkey's Paw. Let's see, Sweeney Todd, and those stickers. Yes. Well, I like to get the pin, the logo pin. That's a cool one. But you know what's funny though is William Castle produced that movie, Jamie. William Castle, the guy who did all the gimmicks, the guy who did House on Haunted Hill. He's the one that produced that movie, and he actually wanted to direct it. He was going to direct that movie, but other producers talked him out of it, and they give it to Roman Polanski. But that was actually that movie. People forget that Rosemary's Baby came out before The Exorcist. Yes, Terry Garr. Isn't that a shit? Isn't that something else? Yeah, I guess she had an aneurysm in 2006, and she had MS. I guess the new movie called Here by Robert Zemeckis. Nobody wants to see that. Let's see. See what else is happening in the world of news. Um, oh, I guess the Wayner brothers are gonna do. They're gonna reunite the scary movies. I guess they're gonna put. Oh, I got that wrong. Then you know what I was thinking about. I was actually thinking of Liam Neeson. They're rebooting the Naked Gun series. That's where I got confused. Liam Neeson's gonna be redoing the Naked Gun, and the Wayne brothers are gonna be doing the scary movie. I don't even know why they call it a reboot. They could. I think everybody's still around. They could just grab the actors. Oh, how about that? So the top Gotham Awards nominees includes one of the movies I reviewed earlier this year called Challengers. Man, if you guys have not seen Challengers, highly recommend it. Challengers is a badass movie. Well, not really surprised by that, Jamie. Think about who directed the movie, right? I think that movie would have come out a totally different way if Castle had directed it. It would not have, it would not have been, it would not have been that way with Castle. I really firmly believe that. But not really shocked that Roman Polanski, right? I mean, I guess you could say that was like a bit of a foreshadowing. I've never read the book either. Yeah, the Stepford Wives is really disturbing. The remake did a poor job at it. They should have never remade it. Or else if they're going to remake it in the same spirit as the original. But they try to make it more of a comedy, and it's just like, no, it didn't work as a comedy. Yeah, Challengers is a great movie, Sarah. Yeah, the one with Catherine Ross is very, very dark, very dark, very disturbing. And of course, back then though, we didn't have women directors like we do now. You know, we don't have we there wasn't very many women horror directors back there. So, you know, now the story comes out now. But then again, at the same time, like on paper, Bewitched could have been interesting. Um, Bewitched could have used a little bit of steel in its spine. I would have liked to seen Bewitched done a little bit differently as well. I think it would have been interesting to make it just a little bit, because we all know Endora was not a nice person. I mean, Endora was Agatha before Agatha was Agatha. Oh God, here he comes. Here comes our good friend from the UK. It's Gareth from Video Tasties coming in. Uh, you don't get a pity party, mister. You're lucky you don't get a boot in the butt. I did get it. I have not been able to read it yet, Snow, but I did get the script, and I'll ask Michael if he got it as well. You know what? You know what's funny is the Ray did that. Let me see if I can find that off her channel. Let me do that. Let me share that with you guys. She covered this. That's interesting. We're talking about that movie right now. Um, let's see. Let's see if I can find it here. Yes, here we go. So she has a series called Original versus Remake, and she did cover the Stepford Wives, which I'm gonna drop in the I'm gonna drop this in the chat here. Very interesting. All right. Let's see. So here is the Ray's version of the remake, and she talks about the original Stepford Wives and versus the remake. Yeah, I got my copy of Challengers on DVD as well. I hope it comes out at Blu-ray, but I don't know. I hope I can get it from I hope I can get it from the library. Man, Zendaya, she came out. That was her coming out party right there. So good. Oh, good, Sarah. Good, good. Rainbow's a really nice person. And let me also if you want to see a lot of new videos and haul videos, Sarah, because I know you're about that. Let me send you Waffles. If Waffles is still here, he could drop the link down in there. Let me see if let's see if Waffles is still here. Uh, let's see. Yeah, I know. Stalkers suck. Man, there's some of the slimiest people. Oh, good, good. Thank you for subbing to Snow's channel. Let's see. Let's see. Drop that here. Okay. Hey, Rob, how are you doing? How are you doing today? We're just here helping to pump up a few channels. This here is our good friend Waffles. If you haven't subbed to Waffles channel, please consider doing so. He's a tremendous guy. Really fun. Fun. He's a great collector. He loves. You know, you go back and check out his. He's gonna be dropping his collection videos here. And Michael does know. He just knows his way around a good deal and some fine movies. Of course, I'm still after him to go ahead and get a few IFCs for his collection. The battle has resumed for that. I'm sure that he'll find a few. Um, yeah, stalkers are creepy, very creepy. Not That's right. Everybody should get waffles, Sarah. Everybody should get waffles. So it's such a cool name. I wish you know what, if I would have came up with a cheetah waffle name or something like that, or my cheetah eats waffles or something like that, I might have had a halfway cool name, but heroic waffles, it's the best name. Definitely the best name. Um, I'm just curious, Jamie. I'm curious, Jamie. What name is he going under now? I know that he does go by different names, but what name is your stalker using most of all? Uh, yes, by all means, definitely do that. Which means we need to drop Rob's channel. Uh, let's see. Let's see. Man, why does it do that? Let's see. Hold on one second. All right, we'll keep this thing going on to about 4 o'clock or so, and then I got to put some work in. Let's see. Rob's nightmares. Nobody else's but Rob's. Oh, good. You guys can help out, but you guys can go ahead and you guys can go over there and hit Rob's channel as well. Okay, so here's Rob's channel right here. Yeah, I was hoping that he would come up with one like I was hoping he'd come up with one particular name or two or three particular names because we do have a lot of people that come through their various channels that they're mods in other channels. See, see Val. Okay, see Val will crush his nuts. So Devontae Huntley. See, now that I know that name, now that I know that name, if I see it in any room and I'm a monitor in it, I can go up there and kick him out. And the best thing is he'll never see it coming. See, that's really stupid though, because everybody can tell that's not him. All they have to do is go to the channel and know that's not him. That's all. It's so simple to find out. You just click on the channel and go to it, and it'll show you how many people. Yeah, that that's a trick. Yeah, see, to me though, that's just so stupid. It's so stupid to impersonate a well-known as personality. Everybody knows that it's fake. Mm, that's so crazy. But we know that he uses that name predominantly, right, Devonte? What else do we have? Uh, who cares? Wow, they're desperate for content, I guess. Hmm. Just seeing what else is happening on TV. Andrea Mitchell's leaving NBC. Uh, yep. Terry Garn, Hoda Kotb, she's leaving. She's leaving because they didn't want to pay her $17 million a year. I don't blame her. Hmm. Let's see. Ah, hey Gary, how are you? Doing well, doing well. Hopefully you're doing well too. Yeah, trolls are. I will have to say though that so far lately, last year or so, um, trolls have I have hard. I don't really see them anymore. I don't see the bots anymore. God, remember every time you used to go live, you get the sex bots like instantly. I don't see very. I had not seen a sex bot on any of my live streams in well over a year, well over maybe even 2 years. As far as trolls go, I have not had any trolls myself, knock on wood. Nobody's come in, no one's tried to bother me. There is somebody outside. I mean, well, he's known, but there is somebody that does take pot shots at me once in a great while. But I ignore that. It's not worth my time or energy. Um, Oh, no problem, Kevin. Yeah, man. If I can find a channel to do Satan letters from Satan Claus, I'll definitely go up there with you to do that because I'm a Hallmark. I'm a Hallmark guy. All right. Well, what time is it? What time is it? Well, I might end this a little earlier than I thought. I tell you what, boys and girls, we're gonna go ahead and end this one here. We will be back. I'm gonna be doing more of these push community chats. I was doing it for a while. I got away from it, but I really like coming in here and hearing you guys just chill out, hang out. Feel free to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Um, and we're all here to help each other out. So, if you can go ahead and give Waffles a sub or Jason or Rob or monitors. If you come inside my chats, feel free to drop links. Anybody in the chat, you're more than welcome to drop links from anybody who's contributing. More than welcome to. I have no problem with that. Um, and I'll be back later tonight at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, me and DeRay will be here at 8 o'clock. And then tomorrow night, Mike Zera. And then on Halloween, we'll be talking with Kayla Moore. Maurer. She'll be here on Halloween. Crazy Halloween. Um, I'm going to vote early tomorrow, and I will be back and talk a little bit about that, how that experience goes. Um, so thank you all for your support and loyalty and friendship and watch each other's backs. If you see somebody somebody in a chat that's being harassed or messed with, do what you can to end it. Uh, and if you're a monitor, if you see it in your monitor and somebody else's chat, and you see that sort of action going on, that's what you're there for, to make sure it doesn't happen. Doesn't so we all can enjoy each other's company. All right, that's it for us. Have a great afternoon, and we'll see you tonight. Peace.